We're tracking efforts to clean up local water supplies contaminated with potentially dangerous forever chemicals, as the military is working to make things right. And we're hearing from first responders amid a nationwide push to get away from sending police and fire to mental health calls.
And it's Labor Day weekend, warmer with a bit of showers this morning. I'll get you prepared my first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Friday. Welcome to a 3-day weekend and welcome to September.
Incredible. The big three.
The big three, absolutely. And again, Riley, good to have you with us.
Thank you so much. I'll be here on Monday as well.
Yes. Well, you're here most days. Yeah, just not anchoring. Jill will be back next week, but
Yes,
thank you for filling in so
Anytime.
great. It's always fun to have you on the desk. And folks, we're looking at a little warmer temperatures today, Riles, and a little bit of shower activity this morning. Let's take a look outside and just little bits and pieces of shower activity really coming into the mid-Columbia and the Blue Mountain region area, mostly in the mountainous region of the Blue Mountains, but just little bits of shower. You could see a little bit on your car as you're heading out this morning. And folks, we're looking at much nicer conditions today, at least temperature-wise. We're about 10 or so degrees above what we were yesterday. Pretty gloomy day yesterday. We're going to see more sunshine as the day goes on. 80 degrees for Yakima. In the Tri-Cities area, lower 80s. Again, we should see some more sunshine by the time we get to the noon hour, and more sunshine as well as the day goes on for Walla Walla, right around 80 degrees. Really close grouping of our temperatures. And again, a little bit of shower activity this morning. We have warmer temperatures across the board today. And we're going to warm up even more as we get into our weekend, especially tomorrow. Winds taking a break today. They'll be picking up this weekend. And folks, I'll get you ready for your Labor Day weekend coming up. But for right now, we're going to send it back to Riley.
Thank you, Jason. Cooler weather settling in around the region has really helped firefighters working the remains of a couple of wildfires. Firefighters continue to keep a close eye on the aftermath of the Gray Fire near Medical Lake as they mop up hot spots. Falling rain and higher humidity assisted the firefight. At last check, firefighters had the fire 93% contained. No word yet on what sparked the flames. But the wet weather has created challenges for firefighters working on the aftermath of the Oregon Road fire near the town of Elk. Rain has made it difficult for firefighters to access some roads around the fire's remains. The fire is 83% contained, and mop-up operations continue. No word yet on how this fire started. Yesterday, Governor Jay Inslee extended the state of emergency because of wildfire danger. It means the National Guard will continue to be available to respond to emergencies. The proclamation orders state agencies to do everything they can to help people with recovery efforts from the fires in eastern Washington. And Family Emergency Assistance Program benefits will continue to be available through the end of September. People who need help can apply online for Family Emergency Assistance Program benefits, even if you don't have kids. The Yakima Training Center met with East Sela residents struggling with PFAS contamination Wednesday night to let them know they're moving forward with an interim fix that will let some of them have water in their homes again. Yesterday, they began installation on the first of more than 60 point-of-entry treatment systems they plan to provide for area homes, starting with those that have been on bottled water the longest. The above-ground system takes a day or two to install. It filters the well water twice and disinfects it before it's piped into the house. Once it's in, the Army will come back to test it and make sure the filtration system is working and provide maintenance or replacement as needed.
I hope this provides some relief. Living on bottled water, we realize is not an easy situation, but the POET systems, once implemented, should provide them some relief while the remediation process continues.
Another PFAS meeting is set for September 14th from 5:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Sela Civic Center to hear from state and local organizations about what they're doing to help. More and more cities are turning to EMTs, paramedics, and clinicians when it comes to responding to nonviolent mental health crises. It's an approach that Washington has been trying to fine-tune for years now. The Associated Press reports at least 14 of the 20 biggest cities in the United States are hosting this type of program, sometimes called civilian, alternative, or non-police response teams. So far, there's not a lot of official data about how effective the programs are, but first responders answering these calls say they're able to spend more time and give people more specific assistance than they've traditionally gotten.
So we're very good at sending people to emergency rooms. Any unit can do that. What Health One can do, our co-responder program can do, is send people to homeless shelters, to clinics, to outpatient-based programs, to sobering, back to their house if that's where they need to get.
We really can sort of like pick through with a fine-tooth comb and find the best option for someone. And that sometimes that option is they have everything, there's nothing more we can do, but a lot of times we can connect them to things that they would never have been able to be connected to just with a fire engine or a regular operations crew.
We'll return in just a moment, but first Jason Valentine joins us live now for another quick look at the weather.
Folks, the weekend is here. A little bit of shower activity this morning for some places. We do have warmer temperatures to talk about, and I'll get you ready for your Labor Day weekend. That's coming up in my first alert weather forecast.
Drug overdoses have become such a problem in Washington, and specifically in Yakima, that the state is now calling for federal help. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Buy more, save more during the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Furniture Row. That's 4 amazing days to get $100 off every $1,000 you spend, plus 6 years no interest. But hurry, the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
It's the Ford Big Deal Labor Day sales event. Choose from big deals and great rates on new trucks and SUVs now through September 4th. Lease a well-equipped 2023 F-150 for just $389 a month for 36 months, only at your local Ford dealer.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
The Labor Day weekend sale at More Furniture starts Saturday. Everyone knows value is always in style, but our Labor Day sale offers a special opportunity for everyone, the chance to save big. Our latest collections have arrived and they're all on sale. Our best sellers are in stock and they're all on sale. It's the best time of year to save big and get your home ready for fall entertaining. Visit your local More Furniture with special hours 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. this Saturday and get your furniture for less.
Get ready for fun in paradise during the PRCA Rodeo at the Walla Walla Fair and Frontier Days. You get 3 action-packed nights during the 5-day fair to see the best cowboys and cowgirls in rodeo. Pick up tickets today to get in on the action. Your invitation to have fun in paradise is waiting at the Walla Walla Fair and Frontier Days, August 30th to September 3rd at the fairgrounds in Walla Walla.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at GoKubota.com.
Saturday, the final year of the Huskies in the Pac-12 kicks off on ABC and Apple Valley News Now as Boise State takes on Washington live from Seattle. The Broncos battle the Huskies, Saturday starting at 12:30, only on Apple Valley News Now.
It's the Ford Big Deal Labor Day sales event. Choose from big deals and great rates on new trucks and SUVs now through September 4th. Lease a well-equipped 2023 F-150 for just $389 a month for 36 months, only at your local Ford dealer.
It's the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress. And right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, plus 6 years no interest and free shipping. But hurry, the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress ends Monday.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Welcome back on this Friday morning. Well, yesterday was International Overdose Awareness Day, where people reflect on those who have died from drug overdoses and talk about efforts to address the problem, especially the epidemic of fentanyl. Triumph Treatment Center memorialized the dozens of people who died from overdoses in Yakima County in the past year. Now, it's a problem big enough that the state attorney general is pushing for the DEA to include Yakima County in Operation Overdrive, which is a federal effort to identify and target communities facing the most harm from criminal drug networks. And with the county's lead task force facing funding cuts, they say they need all the help that they can get.
Any help that we get in combating, the fentanyl epidemic is huge, whether it's, in the form of financial backing, whether it's the form of, providing some logistics stuff or equipment, it's huge in that process.
If you want to be a part of reducing opioid overdoses and you live in the state of Washington, you can order Narcan online for free without a prescription. And starting in September, you'll be able to get it over the counter at major drugstores across the U.S. for about $45. Well, the Biden administration says it's putting $450 million towards effort to address the opioid epidemic. The money will support overdose prevention and harm reduction efforts. There will also be a focus on treating addiction, recovery services, as well as disrupting the supply of opioids, including fentanyl. The problem is so bad that Washington State's Attorney General asked his federal counterpart to add 3 cities to the national initiative that aims to combat the overdoses and crime. Attorney General Bob Ferguson urged U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland to add Yakima, Spokane, and Everett to that Operation Overdrive. That federal initiative uses national drug statistics to identify and focus law enforcement attention on areas of high drug-related violence and overdoses. According to stats presented by Ferguson's office, Washington had the biggest percentage jump in fatal overdoses in the nation between February of last year and just last February. According to federal statistics, fatal overdose rates in Yakima, Snohomish, and Spokane counties were all higher than the statewide average from 2019 to 2021. In this time frame, fentanyl overdoses in Yakima County more than doubled. Now, the spotlight on overdoses comes as a CDC report indicates fatal overdoses involving counterfeit pills are increasing, especially among young adults. According to CDC data, the number of people who suffered fatal overdoses from counterfeit pills more than doubled in recent years. The report finds fentanyl turned up in nearly all fatal overdoses that involved phony pills. According to the study, more than half of those who overdosed were under the age of 35. And the battle over people's bodies continues. Alabama now saying the state can punish people who help others travel out of state to get an abortion, saying they'd basically be part of a conspiracy to evade Alabama's abortion laws. Now, Texas's Supreme Court has approved a state law banning doctors from providing gender-affirming care to anyone under 18. That ban is set to take effect today, although the American Civil Liberties Union says they'll plan on fighting the law. Coming up, Hurricane Idalia drenched the Carolinas before departing the East Coast. Now recovery efforts begin as the scale of destruction comes into clearer view. And folks, I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. I'll get you ready for your Friday and your Labor Day weekend. That's coming up next on Good Morning Northwest.
Okay, who here has reached peak fall?
Peak what?
Peak fall!
I am wearing plaid.
And I'm wearing a cardigan.
I guess I am eating snickerdoodle cookie dough.
And I am eating a pumpkin pie blizzard.
The new DQ Fall Blizzard menu has reached peak fall. Pumpkin pie, snickerdoodle cookie dough, and more. They are back!
I just love fall.
Apparently we all do.
Oh, they did it! Peak fall achieved! DQ, happy tastes good.
Buds and Blossoms 2 in Richland. Servicing the full Tri-Cities, we design custom arrangements for birthdays, weddings, funerals, and just because. Stop into Buds and Blossoms 2, home of the Big White Dogs at 1310 Jadwin, Richland.
College football is back. A huge top 10 opener.
This one comes with a lot of anticipation.
LSU, Florida State, Sunday at 7:30 on ABC.
Steve Hans, Volkswagen, Kia, Mercedes-Benz, and Trucks Plus USA were proud to take part in the Great American Flag Swap. We appreciate our community and all the people who build it every day. Steve Hans, Volkswagen, Kia, Mercedes-Benz, and Trucks Plus USA want to thank you for honoring the American worker.
Hi, Jason Valentine for the Apple Valley News Now Great American Flag Swap. Bring your old tattered American flag to All City Transmission on September 8th, and in exchange, we'll give you a brand new flag as we celebrate America together.
At All City Transmission, we stand as proud Americans, cherishing our nation's symbol of unity, the Great American Flag.
Honest work, quality price, All City Transmission.
Broadmoor RV presents the Labor Day sale you've been waiting for. We have less than 20 brand new 2022 RVs remaining, and they're all marked down to under dealer cost. Take advantage of some of the best pricing in our 26-year history. Mark your calendars for September 1st through the 3rd and create unforgettable memories this Labor Day weekend.
When it comes to service, we're #1 at Broadmoor RV. We make camping fun.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, you can enjoy the dreams you've worked so hard to achieve. Save up to 27% when you bundle home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Next live, Dancing with the Stars judge, Bruno Tonioli.
I did not come in early for dance rehearsal.
Because you're an amazing dancer.
No, I'm not a pro.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now. The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Friday morning, everyone. We've made it to September, Labor Day weekend, and Friday. Folks, hope you're having a wonderful morning so far. Pretty calm this morning, though. We're seeing just little bits of shower activity coming through, mostly the mid-Columbia, maybe even a little bit into Yakima. Very light, though, if it shows up, and we have a little bit more in the mountains just behind my name there, and that's going to continue for the next couple of hours. So closer look and just little bits and pieces of shower activity throughout our area. So folks, just a little bit of shower activity on your car as you head out the door, and we'll see these showers just slowly start to ebb as we get into our morning hours. Then as we get into Friday, looking pretty darn nice. Today looking nice into our evening hours. Then little bits and pieces of showers coming in tomorrow morning and tomorrow in our evening hours. So just again, a hint of shower activity, and we could see another hint of shower activity come in on our Sunday. So temperatures right now, we're continuing to cool down, mid-50s to right around 60 degrees. Close grouping of temperatures. It's another indication that things are definitely settling down throughout our areas. So we're going to be below our average for this time of year for the week ahead for all of our cities. We're just right at it tomorrow as we get to Saturday. But we're just going to be staying pretty consistent right around the 80-degree mark as we get to our next work week. We are a little bit warmer for our weekend. But folks, the heat looks to be maybe taking the rest of the year off. We'll definitely keep a close eye on that. Winds are staying light today, and we do expect winds to remain light as we head into tomorrow. But as we get to Sunday, we are going to see a bit of wind start to kick in. So 10 to 25-mile-per-hour winds possible, and so a little bit of blustery conditions on your Sunday. Going to slow down a bit on your Labor Day, and then continue to slow down into our next work week. So winds not much of a factor, save for Sunday and possibly on your Monday. Smoke forecast. Finally, we are looking at just beautiful conditions throughout all of our areas. And again, if we see any smoke come in, it'll be very nominal, but our air quality is staying good, and we should be staying in the good zone well into our weekend. So a nice but below average temperature-wise weekend is on the way. So we are warmer today. We were in the 60s for many of these areas, so a little bit more than a 10-degree jump. 80 for Yakima, 78 for Toppenish. Mid-Columbia, mostly in the lower 80s, save for Prosser at 79. And Blue Mountain region, right around that 80-degree mark, if not upper 70s. 7-day forecast, and as we head into our Labor Day weekend, we're going to be in the 80s through Sunday, and then upper 70s Labor Day itself and into our next work week. Chances of little bits of showers for your Saturday and Sunday, and again this morning, so just keep an eye out for a little bit of shower activity. Tri-Cities area 86 tomorrow. Again, we're going to be near our average tomorrow and then start to cool back down. Sunday through our next work week will be right around that 80-degree mark. So folks, just a hint of shower activity this morning, but we'll see more sunshine and clearing as the day goes on, and maybe a hint of showers for your weekend. Still, we're below average for our temperatures, but a pretty nice Labor Day weekend is ahead.
Now to the aftermath of Idalia. The storm bringing damaging tornadoes, severe flooding, and powerful winds from Florida to the Carolinas. As the recovery process continues, President Biden is vowing federal resources to the areas hardest hit, with plans to survey the damage tomorrow. ABC's M. Wynn has more from St. Petersburg.
This morning, Idalia from Florida to the Carolinas, leaving behind a trail of devastation. In the Big Bend of the Sunshine State, where Idalia made landfall as a Category 3 hurricane, buildings and businesses destroyed.
It was heartbreaking. Shed many tears. And just thank God nobody died.
Houses ripped from their foundations, cars and debris littered the landscape.
Here in St. Petersburg, Florida, more than 24 hours after Idalia had passed, most of the waters have receded, except some neighborhoods are still flooded, like this one, up to 10 inches.
This mother of 5 returned from evacuation to find her home inundated with up to 2 feet of water. Outside, this pile of their belongings, all of it destroyed.
You just brought it all out here?
Yeah, we have a dump truck, or the city said they were gonna come pick everything up, so we're just trying to get it all out. Wow. Get the house dried out. It sucks to lose everything.
Everything, including her home itself.
Where are you gonna go after this?
Well, we still kind of have to figure that out, but we're safe and healthy, and everything's replaceable.
President Biden signing a major disaster declaration for Florida, with plans to survey the damage on Saturday.
Our immediate priority is working with state and local officials to really understand what their needs are.
President Biden is asking Congress for billions of dollars in extra disaster relief funding in the wake of Idalia and the wildfire disaster in Maui. M. Wynn, ABC News, St. Petersburg.
Recovering from Idalia might not cost as much as it has with similar hurricanes. That's according to preliminary estimates from Moody's Analytics. It says Idalia could end up costing between $12 and $20 billion in damage and lost output. Compare that to last year's Hurricane Ian, which hit Florida and racked up more than $112 billion in damage. Ian was the third costliest U.S. hurricane on record. Moody's says it helped that Idalia made landfall in Florida's less populated Big Bend region and passed through quickly. Property values in the area are also lower than other parts of Florida, suppressing damage estimates. One person was killed following a helicopter crash in South Brunswick, New Jersey, Thursday afternoon. Police say the pilot was the only one on the helicopter when it crashed into a canal near Carnegie Lake. Police say the single-engine helicopter took off from Princeton Airport, but it is not clear where it was headed. No one was injured on the ground. The FAA and the NTSB are investigating the cause of the crash.
They worked their way about the water about 3 feet high. They worked through the water and saw the shoulder of the pilot in the water, in the helicopter, upside down. The two men lifted the helicopter and pulled the pilot from the helicopter, dragging him onto the shoreline nearby. The pilot had suffered massive injuries and life-saving efforts were not possible.
When we return on Good Morning Northwest, an unexpected thief turns up at a Washington candy store. We'll tell you what the owners think was stolen, coming up.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up US Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
Craving an action-packed stack of game-changing, meaty, cheesy awesomeness? Taco Time's Taco Cheeseburger. You're welcome. When you know what you want, anytime it's taco time.
Hi, Jason Valentine for the Apple Valley News Now Great American Flag Swap. Bring your old tattered American flag to All City Transmission on September 8th, and in exchange, we'll give you a brand new flag as we celebrate America together.
At All City Transmission, we stand as proud Americans, cherishing our nation's symbol of unity, the Great American Flag.
Honest work, quality price, All City Transmission.
Smiling first can help someone find the courage to do the same.
No matter where life takes you, how it changes you or how you change your life, I want you to always come back to remembering our love.
Maybe everything is different, maybe not all bad, where the main things are centered to help us come around. Oh, love is the common ground.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Come save like a member and see why over 1 million membership families save more at Bi-Mart. Arriving in your mailbox this week, you'll find 16 pages of everything you need, from back-to-school supplies, Labor Day weekend needs, sporting goods, pantry essentials, and more. Bi-Mart's one-time $5 membership unlocks a lifetime of savings. Save now with our latest savings book at Bi-Mart, your Northwest employee-owned membership store.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back, everyone. An unexpected guest makes a surprise appearance at a candy store in Ocean Shores in Western Washington.
All right, security cam footage shows a deer,
there he
Buddy,
is,
slowly walking through the open front door, checking out the aisles. Wonder what candy it's thinking about. And then eventually it's going to take off, heading the same way it came in. It looks as if the deer may have taken, a piece of taffy.
Ooh.
My goodness. All without dropping so much as a buck. I'm glad it went through the door. It looked like it wanted to go through the window there for a second.
It did, just for a second.
Yes. I wonder how it got the directions to the store.
That was a good one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, folks, quick look outside. Let's get you ready for your Labor Day weekend. It starts today. That's coming up.
And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, an old problem for Congress rears its head once again, and it feels like lawmakers are back to square one. And one of the leaders of the far-right extremist group known as the Proud Boys has been sentenced for his part in the January 6th insurrection.
In today's Tech Bites, the much-anticipated Microsoft space game Starfield has arrived, and it may be the biggest video game launch of the year. With more than 130 hours of content and more than 1,000 stars and planets to explore, Starfield appears to be an early hit with critics. YouTube Music is rolling out a new design for its Now Playing feature, hoping to make it more social. Users will be able to read and or post comments while listening to their selections, but some users are grumbling, saying they prefer listening to music in peace. And finally, a drone powered by artificial intelligence has beaten some of the best drone racers at their own game. The racers had a week to learn a course while AI used deep reinforcement learning. Come race day, the AI drone beat the humans 15 out of 25 times. Well, those are your Tech Bites on this Friday. Have a great day.
Old mattress keeping you up and letting you down? Nectar's Labor Day sale is delivering our sweetest deal ever right to your door, so you can try out an award-winning Nectar mattress in your home today. That's right, sleep on it risk-free for a full year with Nectar's unbeatable 365-night trial. And with our unheard-of forever warranty, you know everything's gonna be all right. Right now, you can save big with 33% off everything and as little as $34 a month in free shipping. But a deal this sweet won't last. Visit NectarSleep.com to get yours today.
With Allegra, allergies don't hold us back. Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin. And unlike Zyrtec, it won't make us drowsy, so you can live your greatness. And for kids, try Children's Allegra, the #1 allergist-recommended non-drowsy brand.
Just between us, you know what's better than mopping? Anything. Ugh. Well, I switched to Swiffer WetJet, and it's awesome. It's an all-in-one that absorbs dirt and grime deep inside.
And it helps prevent streaks and haze. WetJet is so worth it. Love it or your money back.
Once again, a potential governmental shutdown could happen by the end of the month if a continuing resolution doesn't come soon. And former President Trump pleads not guilty in a way that will let him avoid showing up in court.
And folks, it's Labor Day weekend, warming up with a bit of showers this morning. I'll get you prepared with my first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Friday. My goodness, Riley's still here.
Incredible,
right?
It
is incredible. Thank you so much for being here all this week, filling in for Jill. And you'll be back Monday for Labor Day, so looking forward to that. Have you had fun?
Have I had fun on the desk?
Yes.
I always have fun on the desk.
Oh, good.
I get to sit down.
And we have fun bringing you, well, the weather. And I looked outside. Our cars have a little bit of a
I noticed that on my way in this morning. Yes. There was a little bit of rainfall a couple hours ago when I was on my way in.
Yeah, happening right now as well. Let's take a look outside. And folks, we expect maybe a little bit of shower activity for our regions this morning. Then we'll see more sunshine as the day goes on. Let's get to our radar and just little bits and pieces of shower activity. Really the heavier stuff is in the mountainous area of the Blue Mountain region. But still, folks, we're just looking at little bits of shower activity, so maybe just a little wetness this morning. Now, we are warmer today by about 10 or so degrees. And again, more sunshine as the day goes on. Should be a pretty calm Friday after we get through this morning, as we do expect light winds to continue. That will continue through tomorrow, and then much heavier winds on the way as we get to Sunday. So for your weekend itself, for your Labor Day, we do expect warmer conditions, especially tomorrow, and pretty calm conditions until Sunday, but a nice overall, just below average temperature-wise, Labor Day is on the way. So we'll get into all of this in my forecast. It's coming up, but for right now, let's send it back to Riley.
It's a new month, and it comes with an old problem, a potential government shutdown. The Biden White House is calling on Congress to pass a temporary spending bill, which would keep Washington, D.C. running. But there are a few obstacles in the road. John Lawrence reports.
As millions of Americans will grill with friends and family this Labor Day weekend, there's a growing concern looming over the nation's capital.
This is their job. I'm talking about them doing their job and making sure that the government doesn't shut down. It is not a difficult thing. It is very simple.
The government's metaphorical bank book is set to go broke later this month when the current fiscal year comes to an end.
Annually, we put out a budget. We show the enormity of the problem, and yet nobody wants to continue to address it.
An Office of Management and Budget spokesperson issued a statement to CNN that said, quote, "It is clear that a short-term continuing resolution will be needed next month. The White House says a CR is needed to pay for assistance-based initiatives, including WIC, which stands for the Women, Infants, and Children Nutrition Program.
This is what they are supposed to do, make sure that the government works, and key vital pieces of programs continue to get funded.
But there's a laundry list of disagreements between congressional officials keeping the threat of a potential shutdown alive.
It's going to take a long, concerted, bipartisan effort to get our fiscal house back in order.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
The Senate returns from summer break next week. The House comes back September 16th. The U.S. Capitol physician has cleared Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell to resume his schedule. The 81-year-old senator's health came into question after he froze while speaking to reporters earlier this week. That marked the second freezing incident he's suffered in as many months. Dr. Brian Monahan says occasional lightheadedness is not uncommon in a concussion recovery. McConnell suffered a concussion in March, but it's also possible he's dealing with a more chronic neurological issue he has not disclosed. Either way, many in D.C. are questioning if he'll be able to continue leading the GOP caucus in Washington through the end of next year. That's something McConnell has pledged to do, though he's skirted questions on whether he plans to seek the role again when his current term expires. One of the Proud Boys leaders who led the march to the U.S. Capitol on January 6, 2021 has been sentenced to 17 years in prison. It's one of the longest sentences handed down yet for a convicted rioter. Joe Biggs was convicted by a Washington, D.C. jury. He was found guilty on charges including seditious conspiracy for trying to forcibly prevent the peaceful transfer of power from then-President Trump to Joe Biden after the 2020 election. Biggs' sentence is the second longest given to a defendant convicted as part of the January 6th attack. Oathkeeper leader and founder Stewart Rhodes has gotten the longest sentence so far, 18 years in prison. Prosecutors initially asked the judge to give Biggs 33 years in prison.
You look at the current presidential race, where's Donald Trump in all of this? He stood on the ellipse, basically told people, 74 million of his followers, the election's stolen, go to the Capitol, fight like hell or you won't have a country anymore. Some people listened to him. Were they supposed to know that he was full of hot air? And was he full of hot air? I look forward to his trials. I look forward to seeing him testify someday.
Another Proud Boys member was sentenced to 15 years on Thursday. Former Marine Zachary Rell apologized and called his behavior a complete lapse in judgment. Former President Donald Trump is not expected to appear in court next week to personally face charges of trying to overturn election results in Georgia. Court filings in Fulton County show Trump has entered a not guilty plea and waived his right to appear in person at the arraignment hearing next week. Trump and 18 others were all due in court next Wednesday to formally hear and answer the charges against them. Legal experts say the fact that Trump is a former president running for re-election will almost certainly cause complications in this case.
And this is really unprecedented under the Constitution, and I wouldn't be surprised if something like this goes to the United States Supreme Court even before the trial.
Trump's legal team has also filed a motion opposing Fulton County prosecutors' latest request to try all 19 defendants together, urging the judge to sever his case from those seeking a speedy trial. One inmate died and at least two others were hurt following a mass stabbing incident at the Fulton County Jail in Atlanta Thursday. The Fulton County Sheriff's Office says the situation is under control. There is no word on possible suspects or what led up to the stabbings, but the Sheriff's Office also says the investigation is active. According to the Sheriff's Office, there were 4 in-custody deaths at the jail in August.
Since I was a candidate for district attorney, I stated that jail, we should have had a new jail 15 years ago, and we're not going to let people bury their heads in the sand and act like they didn't know we needed a new jail. And we need a new jail for 2 different reasons. The first reason we need one is Atlanta and Fulton County has become too big. It was antiquated the day they built it. That's the truth. In addition to it not being large enough, it's not in good enough repair. What do I mean by that? Locks don't work.
The Justice Department launched a civil rights investigation into the jail last month for its dilapidated and unsanitary conditions. Jason Valentine is here now with a quick look at your weather forecast.
Folks, as we start our Friday, we are entering September and our Labor Day weekend. I'm going to get you ready for all of that. My first alert weather forecast, that's coming up.
And as student loan payments are about to be due, we're checking in with a financial expert about how to keep your budget on track.
Trust falls? Really?
Come on, Jack. It'd be great for morale.
If I wanted to raise morale, I'd offer a choice of 2 sandwiches plus curly fries, a taco, and a drink for only $6.
Thanks, Jack. I trusted you guys.
Try my $6 Jack Pack today.
This is Apple Valley Eats.
Hey there, it's Kara here from the Bistro. I wanted to share with you our tuna tacos and our shrimp tacos. These are our version of the fish tacos, and we're all trying to make healthier decisions with our eating. These fish tacos and shrimp tacos are delicious. The first thing we want to do is get a little oil down on the grill or butter. I'm using an olive oil, canola oil blend, and then we're going to stack our tortillas just about a minute on each side. So I am using a 26-30 size on the shrimp. And then I'm going to season them pretty generously with an Old Bay style seasoning. Now we're going to turn the shrimp. We're going to come back to our tortillas. You want to put a little bit of cabbage on the bottom. I'm going to pull them off the grill. Now we're going to add pico de gallo. And then we top with our chipotle sauce. And then we rough chop some cilantro and finish with that. They're light but filling and full of flavor. About a year and a half ago at the Bistro, we brought in a tap cooler and have beer available on tap. Make sure when you're ordering lunch and dinner that you pair a delicious local beer that we have here on tap.
Check out Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds, your local Old Hickory Sheds dealer. We sell and deliver a wide variety of buildings, including storage sheds, lofted barns, playhouses, cabins, and more. Come visit us at 3680 West Van Giesen Street in West Richland.
Fred's received a truckload of Samsung refrigerators just in time for the Labor Day sale. Save $360 on a stainless Samsung side-by-side fridge for only $12.99. Fred's also has an incredible price on a Samsung French door fridge. Priced at only $14.99, you save $1,100. Plus, get up to $500 in exclusive rebates. Save on all major appliances at Fred's Labor Day sale.
Steve Hans, Volkswagen, Kia, Mercedes-Benz, and Trucks Plus USA were proud to take part in the Great American Flag Swap. We appreciate our community and all the people who build it every day. Steve Hans, Volkswagen, Kia, Mercedes-Benz, and Trucks Plus USA want to thank you for honoring the American worker.
For fans of my sourdough jack, this is for you. 100% beef seasoned as it grills, hickory smoked bacon, and melty cheese on my original sourdough bun. And for my imitators, better luck next time. Try my sourdough jack today.
This newscast sponsored by Dairy Queen.
Welcome back on this Friday morning. Well, federal student loan payments are about to start coming due. They've been on hold for more than 3 years at this point, but now interest starts accruing again today, and payments will be due again starting October 1st, a month from today. If you miss a payment on your federal student loans in the next year, you won't automatically go into default. There's a new payment program called SAVE that offers the chance of lower monthly payments. Financial experts tell us it's worth looking at all the options when you're putting together your budget.
Just spend some time doing a lot of due diligence, a lot of reading. There are tons of resources online. There are actually tons of calculators online. So there's about 8 or so student repayment plans right now that are currently out there.
If you find yourself facing challenges, open communication with your lenders can be very helpful. Many lenders are willing to work with their borrowers to come up with a payment plan you can afford. Auto workers appear to be one step closer to going on strike in a couple of weeks. The United Auto Workers Union has filed an unfair labor practice complaint against GM and Stellantis. That's the company that makes Jeep, Ram, Dodge, and Chrysler vehicles. The complaint alleges the automakers have gone silent and haven't responded to their demands. Auto workers want raises of more than 40% over the life of their next contract. They also want cost of living adjustments each year to keep up with inflation. The current contract expires on September 14th. Ford is also involved in the negotiations but was not listed in the complaint because it has responded to the union. If deals aren't reached and auto workers strike against all 3 U.S. manufacturers at the same time, it would mark the first time that's ever happened. Coming up, a series of manhunts are underway as escaped convicts are on the run. One of them last seen at a hospital in Salem, Oregon. And folks, I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. Let me get you prepared for your Friday and your Labor Day weekend. That's coming up next on Good Morning Northwest.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich. With fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion, or bacon, or sausage, well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Craving an action-packed stack of game-changing, meaty, cheesy sauciness? Taco Time's Taco Cheeseburger. You're welcome. When you know what you want, anytime is taco time.
Glad days are here. Our annual fall sales event is the best time to get discounts on Ladd irrigation services and products. You'll find great deals on parts, pivots, projects, repairs, and more. From August 28th through September 1st, stop by any Ladd irrigation location to take advantage of these once-in-a-year prices. Prizes and snacks, too. This is simply our way of saying thank you to our customers. Learn more at ladddirrigation.com.
Hey, Tri-Cities, it's time to discover summer at Corwin Ford. And time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford to discover all the best summer has to offer, including our best selection and best offers and best rates of the year on Ford trucks and SUVs. So get ready, Tri-Cities, and discover summer with Corwin Ford, family driven for over 100 years.
Whether you're working hard or hardly working, it's time to get a better night's sleep. And during the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Get up to $900 off adjustable Purple mattress sets. Or check out the Summit, now only $299.99. Save up to $700 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and score a $300 gift. Plus 6 years no interest and free shipping. But hurry, the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress ends Monday.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
ET's Back to School Week reveals Breakfast Club secrets.
Are we rolling? Hi, guys.
What you never knew about the movie's off-camera romances.
We were an item.
Next, ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
I think they like each other.
I'm Charles. Lunch?
Vanessa. I like lunch.
Give in to deliciousness. Buy one craveable classic and get another one for $1. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Friday morning, everyone. Welcome to September. Welcome to your Labor Day weekend. Slowly starting to light up this morning as sunrise gets later and later. And we're looking at a little bit of rain showers this morning. Very light, but still they've been consistent this morning, especially for the Tri-Cities, and starting to head just a little bit into the Yakima, Ellensburg areas. We've the biggest conglomeration of the rain is in the Blue Mountain region. So just a hint of shower activity, really very light if it comes to you at all in Yakima, but still we got a few more cells right behind it. Tri-Cities saw a little bit of shower activity about an hour ago. That is moving on. Could see just a hint more shower activity as we move along in our morning hours, but should break up pretty quickly, and more sunshine as we move along in our day and clearer skies overnight. But as we get to tomorrow, we have more opportunities of just little bits and pieces of shower activity coming in. Best chance will be in your evening hours. And then we could see a little bit of shower activity return on your Sunday. So maybe a little bit of precipitation for your Labor Day weekend. So we're staying chilly in our morning hours. We're all the way from 55 in Ellensburg to just 60 degrees for many of our areas. So a little chilly as you head out the door this morning. And again, your car may have a little bit of raindrops on it. So we remain below our average for this time of year. For the week ahead, though, tomorrow we're going to be scratching the surface of our average. Now, this is for the Tri-Cities. Average is now at 87, so right there. And then we'll be pretty consistently below it as we head into Labor Day itself on Monday and our next work week. So again, we're just if you're a fan of the heat, it may have passed us by. Summer may be over, though it's not over yet until about 3 weeks from today. So wind speeds, we are light, and we're going to remain light today. And we're going to see winds, though, pick up as we get into Sunday and into Monday. So 10 to 20 to maybe even 25-mile-per-hour winds expected for your Sunday. The good news is these winds consistently come from the southwest, and that will keep all of that smoke out of our area. Speaking of which, mostly clear from the smoke. Our air quality is remaining in the good zone. So folks, expect those conditions to continue for your weekend into, well, Labor Day itself on Monday. Let's take a look at those current our highs today. We're around 10 degrees above what we were yesterday. 80 degrees for Yakima, 79 for Ellensburg. And folks, not a big variance between all of our temperatures. We're pretty much from 78. Hot spot is 83 in Hanford, lower 80s for the rest of the Mid-Columbia, and 80 degrees for Walla Walla as well. Very settled down day, especially as we move along. So folks, just little bits of shower activity possible really through Sunday. Things settling down, mostly sunny skies, Labor Day and into our next work week as we cool down just a bit to the upper 70s on Monday. And again, folks, more sunshine as the day goes on today. In the Tri-Cities area, 86 tomorrow, 83 Sunday, and then upper 70s to lower 80s for your next work week. So folks, again, a little bit of shower activity this morning. Other than that, we'll be looking at a pretty darn nice Friday with light winds. Just get ready for a bit of a warmer weekend ahead and a blustery Sunday to boot.
We turn now to the manhunt for two prisoners who escaped from custody, one on the East Coast and the other on the West Coast. They're both considered dangerous, just the latest in a series of high-profile prisoner escapes. ABC's Andrew Dimbert has the details.
Overnight, the hunt for a cold-blooded killer, triggering a county-wide lockdown west of Philadelphia.
His depravity knows no bounds. I mean, this is someone who has nothing to lose.
Police say 34-year-old Danilo Cavalcante escaped from prison yesterday, 1 week after he was sentenced to life for killing his girlfriend, stabbing her 38 times as her kids watched. Police did not say how Cavalcante escaped, but confirm he was seen walking down a local road just before 10 a.m. and is considered extremely dangerous.
If he's already engaged in a murder in broad daylight in front of her two children, there's no stopping him for doing anything more egregious.
On the other side of the country, authorities in Oregon are scrambling to catch up with Christopher Prey, charged with attempted murder. He escaped from a hospital in Salem. Despite being in full restraints and leg shackles, police say he managed to steal a van as a getaway vehicle. These two manhunts come on the heels of several high-profile prisoner escapes this summer, with 4 convicts breaking out in the span of a week back in July.
It really just comes down to when they have a chance to do it, some people will take it.
Experts say prison staffing shortages are one factor behind the uptick in escapes, along with a lack of oversight for private companies that transport inmates. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Back in Pennsylvania, U.S. Marshals have now joined the search for that escaped killer. When we come back, a blind young entrepreneur from California gets a special visitor after a video of his lemonade stand goes viral. That's coming up.
Our customers depend on us for everything. We grow well over 200 different crop varieties, and there's tremendous diversity within our trade territory. We spend a lot of time and work a lot with our customers on enhancing and utilization of the products that John Deere offers. From a technology perspective, we do what we say every single day.
What you doing out there?
Taking the scenic route. I know this looks like a summer blockbuster, but this is a Nissan sales event tag. With 5 drive modes, this Nissan Rogue gives the performance of a lifetime. Now comes the real star of the show.
Now get a low $419 per month lease or get 0% APR financing for 36 months on select Rogue trims.
Better hurry. These offers won't get a sequel.
Welcome to the Village Bistro. I wanted to share with you some of the things we have on our menu. We're open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. One of our favorite dishes here is the Keto Bowl. It's loaded with delicious vegetables such as squash, zucchini, broccoli, and then you get to pick your protein, such as smoked Polish sausage, chicken, shrimp, or steak. Another favorite dish we have here is our meatball sub. You have to try this. It is delicious. We love to get to know each customer, and we want you to feel like family when you're here. We can't wait to see you at the Village Bistro.
It's not every day that you can experience award-winning limited production wines selected by industry notables, plus receive advanced news regarding upcoming releases and events. Delight in the convenience of having wines delivered to your door as a member of the Coyote Canyon Wine Club.
Here we go. Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
It's a factory-authorized clearance at Blue Compass RV. Before the 24s arrive, every 23 must go. Every reasonable offer will be accepted. All 23s come with an exclusive 1-year VIP membership to RV Complete. A $5,000 value only Blue Compass can provide. If you've ever dreamed of owning a new RV, now is your time. Every 23 must go at the factory-authorized clearance only at Blue Compass RV.
The Labor Day weekend sale at More Furniture starts Saturday. Everyone knows value is always in style, but our Labor Day sale offers a special opportunity for everyone, the chance to save big. Our latest collections have arrived and they're all on sale. Our best sellers are in stock and they're all on sale. It's the best time of year to save big and get your home ready for fall entertaining. Visit your local More Furniture with special hours 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. this Saturday and get your furniture for less.
Stacy Lee, she's on your side. Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's take a trip closer to home. And folks, we're a little bit warmer today. Slowly waking up this morning. Quite a lot of cloud coverage this morning. We'll see more sunshine as the day goes on. Little bits of shower activity coming through our areas. They are going to be moving on, though, very quickly. And again, a little bit more sun as the day goes on. We're about 10 degrees warmer than we were yesterday. 79 for Ellensburg and most of Kittitas County. In the lovely Yakima Valley, upper 70s to 80 degrees. Maybe a touch warmer in the mid-Columbia, just a touch. And as we head over into the Blue Mountain region, Boardman still at 73, but warmer than yesterday by about 10 degrees. Folks, again, keep an eye out for a quick shower or two this morning, then clearing as the day goes on. Well, a 9-year-old boy, I'm just going to start reading because I saw my name. How about you go, Riley? How about that?
A 9-year-old boy captured the hearts of Los Angeles royalty with his limitless lemonade stand.
Oh.
Blind since birth, Grayson Roberts vowed to never let his diagnosis stop him from seeing the world. Susie Sue reports.
Grayson didn't have plans to attract online fame this summer. In fact, he was supposed to have a quiet few weeks after enduring yet another surgery for his vision, one of dozens over the years. So the 9-year-old and his mom came up with an idea: raise money for his dreams of world travel by selling lemonade.
We were just trying to figure out other ways to make our days go by, and it was super hot. So I thought it was a great idea.
Grayson, who also plays several instruments, had his drums set up alongside his stand he called Limitless Lemonade. At first, business was slow, but then music manager Charlie Rocket came across it and posted a video online.
What's up, man? What's up? How you doing?
Good. Rocket even let him set up his lemonade stand at his LA social club, the Dream Factory, and that got the attention of Travis Barker from Blink 182. The drummer showed up with some cash and some drumsticks.
What's up, Grayson? How are you? Nice to meet you. You too. I brought you some drumsticks. Man, those are sick. Would you like a cup? I brought some donations for you, so I brought some money for you. Yeah, I would love a cup of it.
Then Grayson asked Barker if he would like to jam with him. Barker took the drums while Grayson grabbed the mic.
I was speechless. We have gone live. We're world famous. All my friends at school know about